Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I see how this is gonna work. So I already got my ingredients out here. Before I get going, I wanted to. So what you see here is my favorite painting. I'm not an art aficionado, but I do indulge. And so what you have here is a painting by Herbert Draper called Lament for Icarus, and it's all over this shirt. And here's a little close-up of it. This sits over in Europe somewhere. It's about 6 feet tall or so, valued at about $1 million. Lament for Icarus by Herbert Draper. It's a whole book about him I got a long time ago. Good coffee table book. Biography. So, I am a sufferer of IBS, and I'll spare you the icky details. But I have had 3 colonoscopies, and the first one, all kinds of damage. By the time we get to the third one, years afterwards, he said, I have no idea what could possibly be wrong with you. But I still have a symptom, which I will not tell. So, due in no small part, I believe, a smoothie probably helped heal my body. So my damage, thankfully, was not of the permanent variety. So I'm just going to jump on this real quick. Ice cubes. Oh, I meant to crack these. I'm going to go fast so I don't bore you with making a smoothie. Get all these. So this is 16 ice cubes worth. Get this out of the way. I wouldn't do a handful because my hands are gigantic, so just all you need is a layer of spinach. There's also, it's baby spinach and butter. I like that too. I don't like just throwing romaine salad on anything. So what are we at here? Eggs. 2 eggs until I'm about to run out, then 1 egg. And that. Always have napkins ready to go because this shit gets messy. I do put a multivitamin in it. This one, I usually switch every time. This was called Source of Gold. Don't go crazy with the amount because this will, if you put too much in it, it'll dominate the taste, and it doesn't, I'm not going to say this tastes all that amazing with that much stuff. We're going to do a banana. This is a small one. I usually put a much larger one in there, but you got what you got. Don't be afraid to dump that yogurt in there. This is unsweetened. I'm not keto, but I do try to keep the sugar down. Having said that, I have taken to having chocolate with my dinner for about the past week. I don't overdo it, but a few little troubles, I guess. Servings for this are full cup, or 2/3 of a cup. So don't be afraid to dump that in there. Approximately a dozen blueberries. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's about right. So, my least favorite thing, and I don't mean taste-wise, is just these are a pain in the colors are a pain in the ass. So, you get 7 if you're gonna have 1 a day, and make sure 3 of them are ripe. And 4 of them are not. 3 go right into the fridge right away, and 4 sit out for a day or 2. I usually buy 8 to make sure, because make no mistake, these damn things like to rot and spoil. So get a hold of that sucker, because yours truly has sat here making monkey sounds trying to catch the things as it slipped out of my hand. So get a hold of it. Just scoop it in there. But there's a lot of footies going, yeah, we know, shut up, just put your thing together. Avocado. This is, even though it's technically a fruit and they culinary call it a vegetable, I mean, it's the only vegetable I put in here. Or vegetable-ish thing. Just got to clean the hands or you're going to get this stuff all over the damn place. So we are almost there. So not refined sugar, you know what I'm saying? Honey gives a little extra taste there. Unsweetened Hershey's cocoa. And I used to do a protein powder from GNC, and boy did that taste good. The only problem was it, you know, to get the full serving out of it, you had to. It was only like 26 servings for $60 a month, so no thanks, I gave up. So this is my chocolatey good that I put in there. All right, I do not skimp on the peanut butter. 2 big gobs of peanut butter. I do not know how many servings that is. It's got to be at least 3, so that's a lot of calories right there. I am now out of peanut butter. Napkins, always have napkins. Alrighty. And so I have a few supplements I actually put in it. One colostrum. That's by Armor. I don't have like endorsement deals or anything. Just a couple scoops of that there. And so let me see here. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this has a long ass name, betaine, however that is, just called TMG. This goes directly in. Wha-bam. The rest of this urolithin A. This is NMN and resveratrol, and this has another crazy name. Let's see, geranylgeraniol or something. They just call it GG Gold, and that's 100 milligrams. These I take just separately right before I'm gonna consume this. All have to deal with the stimulating the sirtuins and promote healthy aging. Last but not least, you always have to have some kind of liquid that's going to go in there. I choose unsweetened almond milk. If you don't and just try to blend all this up, it will just sit there spinning the blades and just make a mess of things. Skip forward if you feel. This only takes a minute. And you stop every 10 seconds to let all the ice cubes drop down a bit so they can get, it just breaks them up easier, because there's one thing I hate is sitting here slurping on this thing and have to chew on an ice cube. About 45 seconds. So, it came out good. So, the hard part is this part. I wonder if I can move that right over there up close to that there. Let's do that. Gonna take a little camera angle there. Oh, there we go. Hope I clean that. So you're not gonna see this part so good. unless I. So we're just gonna pull this up. All that extra, we don't want to waste that. Although you're never gonna get it all out because it sits there. It'll just smear around once you get the bulk of it off of there. All right. And now for the pour. Get you out of my way. Let's get you back out of my way. I'm just gonna do this. Here we go. I think there was an ice cube in there, damn it. Alright. Yeah, a lot clings to the side. There we go, there we go, there we go, there we go, there we go. As much as you can. And there we have, ready to go in a 48-ounce mug. That's 48-ounce mug. Doesn't quite fill it to the top. So obviously if you want less, you just use less ingredients or a smaller banana or what have you. This goes in the fridge, but not because it needs to be chilled. It goes in the fridge just because my clumsy ass goes to clean up. I knocked that thing into the floor. Don't cry over spilt milk. Well, it's kind of hard not to cry when 48 ounces of goo is just oozing like lava across your kitchen floor. Anyhow, so a little more about artwork real quick. So I heard a legal scam many years ago. So I have no idea if it still works. But if you got a spare $500,000, what you do is you spend $100,000 on an artist, and the artist will make you a painting. Then you spend a couple $100,000 and throw yourself an art gala. Everyone shows up in their limos dressed to the nines. And then you spend another $200,000 on an art appraiser. That art appraiser is going to come in and, oh, the lines, the feeling, the color. This painting is worth $10 million. And then you donate that $10 million painting to a museum, and you get to write off $10 million on your taxes. What? Perfectly legal. It must have been about 6 years ago I heard of that. I always wondered if someone cracked down on it. I remember years ago, someone put a black dot on a white canvas, and it sold for, I want to say it was upwards of $10,000, but it was thousands of dollars that it sold for. Or you get you always go back to Jackson Pollock paintings, and someone says, oh, that's art. I mean, I don't know. $150 million for a Jackson Pollock painting. I'll call it art so long as we put it in its proper place. I think you should be able to go to Walmart and get a Jackson Pollock painting. And I don't mean a reproduction. I mean an original by his hand, and it's like $50. Most of that's for a really nice frame, that kind of thing. I remember a curator for one of those types of museums was asked, why can't I just put a dot on a canvas and now I can charge $10,000 for a painting? And she goes, well, because you didn't think of it first. Like, well, I don't know if that's a good qualifier, because hell, I could take a nice dump in this blender over here and churn it up with some milk and drink it, and we're going to call that performance art? I bet I get a lot of views for that, though. I think the best summary I've ever heard of such art is you get a guy who goes to the Olympics. He puts his snazzy little outfit on, puts his skates on, goes out to the center of the ice. He strikes a dramatic pose. Orchestrated music hits, and then he falls flat on his face on purpose, skates off the ice, and goes, where's my medal? Now, that would be funny. You'd make headlines. Comedy can be performance art. Maybe he will get an endorsement, make lots of money. But are we going to give him a medal? I don't think so. No, we're not. Of course not, because we all know that's BS. So, There you go. That's it. I hope if you're not a smoothie drinker, you might consider making one because they are very good for you. I used to put carrots and broccoli in it, but I just kind of got tired of it and things started getting a little expensive, so I kind of whittled it down to what you just saw. Very good for you. Very good for me. It's been very helpful for me. And I think that's about all I got for you today. Little art talk, little book talk, book talk. Little healthy smoothie for you. Thank you very much. I hope you have a lovely weekend.